Oh, I forgot to tell y'all Happy Easter. Okay. So this was the fire truck download that I got. Fire truck and ambulance download. And then I had another one. While I was waiting for that reading to upload, what did it say? I turned around and it said this. All right, so you know prophecy. This was supposed to happen because whatever the earth was locked in, where we was mirroring and pinging out energy, it really looked like everybody was doing what they were supposed to down here. Energetically, it looked like it was fine, even though people was under duress. The issue was that a call wasn't being sent out for help to come in because the entities want to be free, and it's them ran rampant where it's really bad in the United States because people teach other people how to do spells and stuff like that, and then they keep it exclusive in these little secret societies. Well, the earth needed assistance to get out of this realm, and nobody was summoned for, like, let's say earth angels. They weren't summoning them to say, hey, it's time for, I'm gonna just say, evacuation, or it's time for eradication. None of those calls was out, but now the calls is coming in. That's why we seeing more things in the sky. But the fire truck saying something was fated to come in, but that was giving me galaxy stuff. What was a fire truck? Okay, the fire truck is for somebody that wants is desperate to be seen. That any means necessary. They're trying to be seen as a spiritual person to somebody. Are they spiritual? Because I don't believe they're spiritual. I believe that they are hoax. What do you call it? False. Yeah, they're not. They no. This person. So the fire truck is for this reason. Okay, this person that wants to be seen spiritually. They're not here in this state. I'm not picking up that they're in this state. This is why the fire truck and the ambulance is being seen, because this person has to go. They have to go. Okay. They're not spiritual, but they somebody paid for Death Magic to be seen as a spiritual person in your likeness, or some people want you to see them as a spiritual partner, a spiritual spouse, or somebody that has a divinity to them. And the rules of engagement is universal laws in effect now. So anybody that is a false prophet must be wiped out. Anybody that is royal, anybody in the bloodlines, mother, brother, sister, cousin, little baby TT that's 6 months, and anybody that in a religious position, because it's time for everybody to wake up. Okay, and it's just causing delays. So this person is not spiritual. They got a lot of stuff going on in the background, like chaos. Yeah, this person wants to be seen as a match, and they're not. So they're gonna take a lot of these mirrors out so everybody can see who is true. So expect a thinning out in general across all media platforms. Multiple accounts deleted, people missing in action, where you just expect a thinning out. Somebody been doing something for a long time. They still waiting for it to come in. Some of y'all either related to this person, have children with this person, you helped people in the past, all of this stuff. So what is this about walking away? So this is saying, uh, because it's a down rate, it's saying y'all gonna get anybody that needs resources to walk away from a situation fully without knowing. So it's a big thing here about disconnecting without asking questions, or what do you call it? Explaining yourself. That's very important. That's gonna help you close out a cycle. Normally the card means somebody's sick or in heavy contemplation. But this card is telling me somebody knows that something is coming. Like they can feel death looming on them. They know they've been exposed or compromised is what I heard. They also know that they was very immature. Very materialistic. or teasing a person. Teasing a person is saying that this person was so invested in the material world, but their intention, they never had any intention on making something solid, whether it was word of mouth or contract. They never had any intention of settling down, being stable on their own. Like, I'm not hearing nothing. I hear dead silence. I'm picking up on a feminine energy. And I'm picking up the energy in hindsight, like post energy. This person, I feel an energy that's sorry for their self. Like, I don't know. There's evidence of somebody paying money for paying, they paid money to spiritually attack somebody. Just to get ahead. That's what they're saying. And something about it backfiring. It backfired because whatever the intended target moved away from this person. They moved away from this person, but they moved away from anybody that would be used as a gateway to access different energies. 5-5. Two people in particular. It's a couple energy. Two people in particular. People usually pick up on bisexual or same-sex energy, and I'm not getting that. I'm about to ask what the relationship is, but from my understanding, there's two women here that had they're unstable females. They've always been unstable females. One person, they want to be seen as somebody confident, single, sexy, rich, and the other person, they just want money. You know what I mean? The one person wants to be a prize in general. They want everything to be attracted to them. Um, but they want to remain single. They want people to give to them and then they never have to give out. So that's not stable there. And then this other person just want money, but they're not stable. Because they take the money that they do have and use it to spiritually attack people. And both of these people have an impoverished mindset. You got one that will never fully commit and another one that only wants to compete and compare. They didn't learn their lessons. What is the relationship between these two? To cause delays. They just partner together to cause delays. Okay, so it's saying these delays come in the form of spies. So they're monitoring spirits. People pay them just to monitor a person's whereabouts, what they're doing, what's the progress, what's the prognosis, is the death magic working, just to spy. Ooh. Yeah, so a cycle is closed. That's done. So we had the Queen of Cups here, we had the Queen of Pentacles, and now we got the Empress. Somebody knows the difference between females. So masculine that is looking for females, they know the difference because they see endings in these lives of the two people, two energies that I just named, and the things happening with them. They having a lot of endings, especially when it comes to their house and their finances, their health. Their gifts are being put to sleep. I'm just giving y'all all the downloads. But there's one in particular that's still standing through all of this stuff that was known about that they didn't know. That this person right here is good. They know the difference. So masculine and feminine, they know what are the standards they should hold for themselves as far as divine masculine and feminine energy. And they know what to look for. There's a person here that's defensive. They're not going to be a tease. They're not going to be a tease in any way, shape, or form because they are solid. They solid to the point where they defend themselves. This is very strong energy. Very, very strong fire energy. Anytime they catch somebody doing some betrayals or something like that, they know something up. Ain't no point in staying. If they feel it in their soul, they're not going to stay. This is a very, very strong energy. If they feel somebody is being deceptive, there's the Emperor. I'm not going to pull a card. they leave this person behind, because when you feel something in your intuition and it don't match what a person is saying, the only person you're supposed to believe is yourself. You do not have to engage that person and be like, well, what's this and what's that? You're just telling them what the plans is or what you picking up on, so they know to hide from you better. Leave them alone, because they're in a mental entrapment. You don't know why they're in a mental entrapment. Maybe they got somebody pregnant. Maybe they robbed a bank. Who knows? All you know is your body is telling you through your intuition that you need to leave this person alone, because there's not a mutual understanding as far as the agreement. You're going to throw off your stability, your finances, or your physical health, because this person that you are dealing with is not transparent. So I always stick and move, but that's a big thing there. So yeah, somebody gonna be gone in the fire. And I don't, like I said, I got that a lot of these divine couples was split up just so people could get paid. You know, somebody knows somebody is not genuine. There's no way you can trick this person or come in, even if you are under this person nose. You just wait for your demise. You waiting to be found out. Because the only thing, it's so trippy, because the way I see things, I guess, is backwards. It's like, if one person have a secret and you don't know their secret, the person that knows the secret is in more danger. Even if you tracking this person, the universe is tracking that person. They just don't bank on that, because they rely on their actual eyesight instead of their intuition or their third eye. They gotta rely in the 3D and keep following and tracking the person, and they can't even they won't even be able to watch their back. So this person that knows this a secret versus the person that don't know the secret is at mercy of the universe. They just don't know it. It's like, that's why people get warnings to not do something, to warnings to stop. It don't mean that they're gonna do it, but you know. Um, but yeah, that was for the fire truck and ambulance. It was just saying in the 3D that somebody is about to pass, because they came up with a plan, and y'all saw it. The death card is the first thing that came out, even though we shuffled. All right, thank you.